Oh, look at that. It's right. Oh, what's up? Yeah, that's the point.
Mine.
Fenwick Island, the calmest part of Delaware's series of beaches. Noted for its coarse population of retirees, Fenwick Island remains a popular area for touring foodies that want to try the catch of the day. Despite the everlasting amount of restaurants along the main coastal highway strip, Fenwick Island houses an abundance of fishing, crabbing, and clamming opportunities along the shore and bay lines. While visiting Fenwick, my friends and I wanted to put these theories to the test. Within the first few days, we set out to the Assawoman Bay and set out some crab pots. We used bunker, a relatively small fish, instead of chicken necks for bait. In order to fit them properly into the crab pots, we had to split them in half with an axe. The trip out into the bay was relatively smooth due to a low wind speed, and the sun wasn't as bad considering it was almost the end of the day. The crab pots needed some time to gather up a decent sized bounty overnight, so the next day we decided to test the waters outside of the bay by going out on a charter boat called the Judith M. The Judith M is stationed in Ocean City, Maryland, and travels into Delaware waters when going out to sea. We traveled about 10 miles out and dropped our lines from the boat. The only type of fish that everyone caught was sea bass. Unfortunately, I didn't catch any fish. However, Greg did.
Looks like Greg got us a keeper. Nice little sea bass. What'd you say?
I'm not sharing.
Alright, get your fish. I'm kidding. Get your fish. You just see me.
After catching the sea bass, it was time for me to fillet it. Now let me be clear that I have never tried to fillet any form of meat or fish. So as my first attempt at the fish, I completely butchered it. I mean, it was not the worst fillet job anyone can do, but it ultimately ruined our chances of cooking it.
Do you want to help? Want to help?
I thought you said you had it.
What are we doing here, Matt?
We are filleting a sea bass. So much shit on there. This one's even cleaner than that one.
However, I still had a chance to redeem my cooking pride as we still had crab pots out in the bay. We set out the next day to fetch them and ended up with 3 crabs.
Bob, give me a status report.
Got enough for late snap. The time is still limited.
We had caught 1 crab in the canal next to the house earlier that was just above 5.5 inches.
So far we've caught about 4 crabs. And the reason why I say about is because one of them is missing 2 front claws. So we decided to keep him, named him Herman. Definitely not enough ice, but it will do for now. This is going to be enough just to shock them and chill them for just a bit. I think one of the biggest parts now is to empty out the water that's in the bucket with all the crabs. I got the second bucket, I was going to put the crabs in here, but this is more for washing stuff, so I'm just going to stick to the same one. Rinse it out a bit. Hi, so I'm here with my friend Bob, and we're going to cook up the crabs the Cathel way.
So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need, first off, crabs. Secondly, and probably one of the most important things, is Old Bay seasoning that really lets the flavor seep into the crab.
An Old Bay seasoning is a mixture of paprika, salt, and the most main ingredient in it is actually celery seed. That's what really gives it that, sort of crab taste, along with the crab itself.
And then additionally, you're going to need a beer of your preference. What we have in the fridge is lime and pool.
And of course we have our apple cider vinegar.
We have our pot right here. This is a crab cooking pot, nothing really too special about it. So probably one of the most important things about the cooking setup is you're going to need this, because you don't really want your crabs swimming in your vinegar, beer, and Old Bay mix. So we have it filled with water, probably about 1.5 inches or so. Let's give it a little pinch of vinegar.
Just a touch.
Add our beer in.
Oh yeah.
Twist.
Oh yeah!
Jesus.
What's up, yeah!
Twist off because we're Americans here. Old Bay in there.
Oh yeah, just a little more than that. Is there like
Up.
is there
A generous.
Just an even coat around the whole pot.
Okay.
Throw it in there and we'll put our crabs on top of that when they're steaming. We'll put the crabs in for about 15-20 minutes. Check this out. I'm telling you, man, this is the good stuff.
Oh wow. Perfect red color.
So we just finished the crabs. There they are. That right there, some damn good Maryland blue crab. Caught by us right on the backwaters here of Fenwick Island, Delaware.
I was gonna take the center here.
I don't even know if I'll like it. First time eating crab, dude.
It's your first time eating crab?
I'm allergic to
You
eating
know
the
so
crab.
much about eating crab, but yet you've never eaten f***ing crab before.
Cooking crab.
You understand? Late night YouTube video.
You can never start a crab feast without kissing the crab. Mwah.
Except you can.
Never done that.
Because I'm not going to kiss.
That's how we start.
That's how you will start.
That's how the Kaye way is. So,
waiting for them to get done the.
the one way to do it is you pretty much extract off the penis.
Dude, they look great, actually. Is that actually what that is?
That's good.
We got our signature Cathel crab sauce.
Dude,
Chris, you're eating crab here, not doing an AP biology dissection.
Well, you see here, this is a tendon that would have made. I have no idea.
That's always a nice part about blue crab is that it always has like a sort of sweet undertone to it. Or at least that's what I've noticed over time. But really you can't tell at this point if they're blue crab because it's just full red. Perfect white meat right here.
They're good.
You good? What do you think, Chris?
Haven't even touched one yet.
You haven't
A little
eaten?
watery, but they're good.
Oh yeah, they're supposed to be a little watery.
The tiny crab feast that we had was surely a success. Even if it's early in the season, Fenwick Island provides an abundance of crab for any rookie catcher to snack on. But along with crab, Fenwick Island holds various local markets that sell all sorts of fresh caught fish. I decided after my fillet mishap, I would take my chances with grilling swordfish steak and flounder. I decided to grill swordfish steak and flounder as their flavors aren't too fishy and pair well with most sweet sauces. Before grilling, I patted down each and every cut and seasoned them with salt and pepper. I wanted to add some green to the dish, so I sliced up some cucumber spears.
Gotta get that meat, you gotta beat it. Yeah.
What we had with us was some instant rice, and in order to spice it up, I tried to roast some grape tomatoes. Flounder is a very flaky and delicate fish to grill. It's best to cook flounder by wrapping it in tin foil. I put the flounder and the grape tomatoes into the tin foil so that way they can retain their moisture and remain in one piece. After heating up the rice and letting the tomatoes roast, I mixed them together with some pepper and garlic. I let the fish grill on high for about 5 minutes on each side. Once it started to flake, I took them and the cucumbers off the grill. The final part of the entree was to make the reduction sauce. In a small pot on high heat, I added a little bit of water, butter, lime juice, lemon juice, sugar, and honey, and reduced it till it got dark. Then the final step was to plate the entree. In the end, the dish turned out to be a huge hit amongst my friends and I. Both the swordfish and flounder had a perfect balance of sweet and salty flavors that seeped right into the rice. The cucumber spear was grilled to perfection and was a fine addition to the dish. After each meal becoming a success, Fenwick Island has proven itself to be a site of excellent seafaring cuisine. The beautiful atmosphere and the open waters of Fenwick Island cannot be matched by the hustle and bustle of New Jersey and Maryland beaches. But if you don't believe me, visit yourself. In the meantime, keep an eye out for more Sitelore.
this thing on.
We have the majestic Frank.
He's gonna be a star. Honey, I'm gonna make you millions.
Have a and a smile.
Thanks, me, Joe.
You know that's gonna be blurred out.
You're a star, baby. You're a star.
Yeah, kiss it off with that.
Kiss it!
Stab you.
This is Herman. Kiss Herman.
And you can only get monetized.
Tell me that wasn't impressive.